Welcome to Rock Buzz. Josh Freese is no longer the drummer of the Foo Fighters. He broke the news himself in a short statement on Instagram, saying, "The Foo Fighters called me Monday night to let me know they've decided to go in a different direction with their drummer. No reason was given. Regardless, I enjoyed the past 2 years with them both on and off the stage, and I support whatever they feel is best for the band. In my 40 years of drumming professionally, I've never been let go from a band. So while I'm not angry, just a bit shocked and disappointed. But as most of you know, I've always worked freelance and bounced between bands, so I'm fine. Stay tuned for my top 10 possible reasons Josh got booted from the Foo Fighters list." Freese joined the Foo Fighters in 2023, less than a year after the sudden death of Taylor Hawkins. At the time, the band was ready to return to the stage, and Freese stepped in as a stable, experienced presence. Fans online have mixed reactions. Some are disappointed. Others are speculating that this is a sign that Taylor Hawkins' 17-year-old son, Shane, might be taking over the role. Shane did play drums at his father's tribute show in 2022, performing My Hero in front of a massive crowd. The clip went viral, and many saw it as symbolic, and possibly a preview of what's to come. For fans of the Foo Fighters, the latest change brings back memories of Taylor Hawkins, whose sudden passing in 2022 left a void that still hasn't been healed. Taylor wasn't just a drummer, he was a core part of the band's identity, on stage and off. He and Dave Grohl had a unique chemistry, a rare kind of musical partnership that extended beyond the music itself. The two appeared together regularly in interviews, on talk shows, and other events, often finishing each other's sentences. Grohl once said back in 1999 that he would never fire Taylor from the band.
I would never throw Taylor out of this band. I will never throw Taylor out of this band.
Famous
Save that tape.
Save the tape.
Let me ask you something. But let me ask you something.
I'll bet you $10,000.
Did you
if
record?
If I ever throw Taylor out of the band,
You give me 10,000.
10,000
All right. Do me a favor though. Do you
more than that,
tell me the
come on.
truth? Do you ever?
okay, 20 grand.
Thank you.
25.
Do you ever record over what Taylor did?
No.
He never did. Taylor brought a visible passion to the Foo Fighters, not only through his performance, but through his deep love of music. He was an outspoken fan of progressive rock and built friendships with artists like Geddy Lee, Brian May, and others he considered heroes. That enthusiasm was part of what made him so widely respected, not just by fans, but by fellow musicians. For those who never knew him personally, Taylor still came across as someone who was easy to like. He had an energy that made the band feel more connected to the broader world of rock, and his absence has left an emotional mark that's still being felt. Letting go of a drummer like Josh Freese, someone who stepped in during such a difficult time and delivered on every level, could not have been an easy decision, which raises the question, whatever direction the band is heading in now, it must be significant. In the background of all this, Dave Grohl also has been navigating personal changes. Late last year, he revealed that he had fathered a child outside of his marriage. In a statement posted online, Grohl said he was committed to being a present father to his newborn daughter and expressed a desire to rebuild trust with his wife, Jordine Blum, and their 3 children. Despite all of that, the Foo Fighters pressed forward. In 2023, they released But Here We Are, an album that many described as a direct response to grief. It was their first without Taylor Hawkins, and the lyrics reflected loss, mourning, and the effort to keep going. Critics and fans alike noted how raw the record felt, both musically and emotionally. For now, the Foo Fighters have gone quiet again. No new drummer announced, no press statements, just one show on the calendar in Singapore this October. Of course, the Foo Fighters aren't the first band to face this kind of difficult crossroads. History is full of groups who were never quite the same after losing someone central. Led Zeppelin called it quits immediately after John Bonham died in 1980. The bond between the band members was too strong, and they chose to end the story rather than replace him. Rush did the same after Neil Peart passed away in 2020. It wasn't just about the drumming, it was about the connection. Other bands tried to push forward. Even The Doors released a couple albums after Jim Morrison had passed, but without his presence, the impact faded quick. Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, both continuing with new singers after losing Lane Staley and Scott Weiland. In both cases, fans were divided, and the spirit of the original lineup was never quite recaptured. Metallica not only survived Cliff Burton's death, they went on to become the biggest metal band that ever lived. And of course, Nirvana came to an end the moment Kurt Cobain died. That loss directly led to the creation of the Foo Fighters, with Grohl stepping out from behind the drums to carry on his own way. The Foo Fighters are still here, but with no clear next move and the silence around their future, it feels like the band is standing at a threshold. Whether they move forward with Shane Hawkins, or whether they step back and regroup, the Foo Fighters are clearly in transition. Whatever the next step is, it's going to matter. They've survived loss before, but this time it's different. No big statements, no tour plans behind one show, just a quiet shift and a lineup question mark. For now, all anyone can do is wait and see what comes next. We will, of course, keep you informed. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. We thank you for watching Rock Buzz.